Hi everyone, welcome. If you are involved in plan design, working on P&IDs, piping layouts, or 3D plan models, this session is designed just for you. Today, we'll explore Plant 3D toolset, an industry specific solution that helps you to create and edit P&ID and 3D models while automatically generating piping orthographic and isometric directly from your design data. We will also look how the project manager provides a structured environment to manage drawing data, reports, and how intelligent P&ID components make your workflows faster and more consistent. Let's dive in and see how AutoCAD Plant 3D simplifies complex plant design projects.
Agenda for the session that starts to know more in detail about the AutoCAD toolset, where AutoCAD is not just a drafting tool anymore. AutoCAD has greater capabilities and user-defined features that could actually improve your major performance and actually helps you in lot of efficiency gaining in terms of your regular day in day out activities that is involved in designing. We'll also discuss in detail about Plant 3D, which is a part of AutoCAD toolset. The saving features that has been involved that could actually improve your efficiency. We'll be discussing in top 4 productivity gaining features that is available inside Plant 3D. We'll also discuss about P&ID and 3D model integration, where P&ID is not just a traditional technique of creating symbol. Instead, the integration, the intelligent that has been involved, where it also helps you to convert some of the listed P&ID symbols into 3D model. We'll discuss in detail also about spec editor, where the collaboration within the team actually works in the part of creating more intensive feature of creating your libraries based on the standards or based on the regular usage. We'll be discussing all these in the upcoming slides, and hopefully this session will be very much interesting, because we are going to deal of AutoCAD advanced features and the techniques that is involved in AutoCAD Plant 3D toolset. About AutoCAD, the software within Autodesk, which is being equipped for the engineers and professionals with a precise tool and drafting technologies. And it is not just for the drafting, it is more than what we actually think. And for the most of the designers who we generally believe AutoCAD is just for drafting, it has moved to the next level, an advanced level, we can say. Here in this version of AutoCAD 2026, you can find the advanced features in the designing and annotation techniques. That includes 2D geometry, 3D models with solid surfaces and meshing objects. And we can also find the improvements in the automated drafting techniques that could involve the efficiency of AI. So AI is an artificial intelligence techniques that has been involved inside within the Autodesk, is more than what we can utilize of. Instead of just checking in what are the features we can find by utilizing AutoCAD or Autodesk AI, we can find more utilization of comparing the drawings or creating the schedules, publishing the layouts, and much more. So we are also speaking about the techniques. Why can't we speak about some of the features that could actually improve the productivity? When we speak of productivity, yes, the customized workshop or the workspace that is involved inside, that helps you to create the workspace more relevant for AutoLisp or APIs, or even thousands of predefined applications. We'll be discussing in detail about these topics in the upcoming slides. Toolset as a single software, but it is more potential that the current version of AutoCAD gives you an advantage of utilizing 11 times faster file opening comparing to the other versions of AutoCAD, that is 2025. And it also helps starting up the software up to 4 times faster. The application itself launches 4 times faster comparing to the other version, and also the raster technology. Among these seven softwares, you might be familiar, but raster design is more than what we actually think it is. Raster in this current version, the raster design helps you to load not just a common or simple drawing file, but also more importantly it helps you on loading larger image and helps you on completely converting them with a higher accuracy. Activity Insight and Autodesk Assistance, which is it is completely a new version of feature that was introduced in the 2023, but in this current version it is has changed a lot. In specific to Autodesk Insight, Activity Insight, we can find the quick summary of extract on the edits that has been made during the session across all the collaborators. So we are aware the as we save the drawings in the Autodesk drive by utilizing the drive option. Now you can collaborate within your team members, and all the activities could also be tracked, and the edit that have been made could also be collaborated, and which is far faster than manual drawing comparison. Autodesk Assistance, which is a comprehensive AI, a software that provides an indent design guidance with the technical support assistance. So, reducing the time spent on searching the external documentation, you can make use of the internal feature that has been involved here. Plan 3D toolset, creating and editing the pipe is not just a word we can say, but here the instrumentation drawings, piping instrumentation drawing, P&IDs and 3D model that has been extracted to orthographic and isometric with a industry specific standard. That to be involved inside the plant is more effective enough. With the help of Plan 3D toolset, you can actually speed up the part of automating the P&ID and 3D model within the common commands. And also you can automate multiple isometric and orthographic drawings from the P&ID. So we'll discuss in detail about how AutoCAD Plant 3D toolset would gain you various levels of productivity inputs. We'll also find top 4 features that we are as a designer will be utilizing on a day in day out of their regular designing fields. Starting with the process of Plant 3D toolset, that gives you an overall productivity of 71 percentage of the overall productivity. That helps you to provide the designers with a create and editing the piping P&ID instrumentation. It also helps you to generate, modify the process plan models in order to produce the piping isometrics and piping orthographic drawings. So to be more precise, it is not just working on a new drawing, but if you do have any existing drawings, you can also find how far efficient that you can create your isometric drawings, creating your integrated 3D models, and also working with the process of uh, orthographic and isometric drawings for your entire piping methods, creating a standard cut section for your pipings with the flanges. All these features are being recognized and more useful for the designers who are actually working on the set of rework, or who work on multiple plant designs. This is more essential and more required too. The productivity study that we are going to discuss here are more relevant for top 4 features that we are finding repeatedly utilized by the designers, starting with producing an isometric drawings. Isometric drawings are almost instantly produced from the models that require no edition. Even if you require any editing or updating of your drawings, you can find the isometric drawings revises automatically. Whether the isometric drawing is new or a revision based model, you can find this is more represent enough to produce and make sure your drawings are more updated. Next, in terms of creating and managing your piping, whenever the user creates and manages a pipe specification, the designers has to define and use the pipe specifications to select the dimensionally correct components that are to be placed inside the model. The components that includes all the reporting information helps to create and consistency across the documents that will be created. So as complexity increases, we can find the additional drawings of the same areas of the plant or the entire line items that actually increases the productivity gains. So to make sure our designers are working with a seamless connectivity of the datas, we'll help you to create all these by utilizing AutoCAD Plan 3D toolset. Next, the process of reducing the manual errors. Plan 3D toolset generates all the documentation, piping isometric, piping orthographic drawings, reports, etc. Based on the plan models, errors are considerably reduced here. All the documents are more consistent. That saves lot of time that is being spent on the designer. Sample or the point to point extract data extracting option. So this is more important, where plan 3D as a data manager replaces multiple manual data extraction into a basic drafting software. So it is a massive productivity gain that the toolset eliminates the need for the project planners to check the data are used in an accurate manner. That reduces the manual data entry throughout the design process. So by utilizing some of these features that could actually such as creating your isometric drawings or creating your orthographic drawings, creating or managing your specifications, the report creation process, all these processes are not just a repeated task, but it is more time consuming task for a designer. So we can find these tasks are more efficient enough to improve your efficiency on the designing. Next, in terms of enhancements, we can find whenever a software has been launched, there are more enhancements that has been produced. But in specific for AutoCAD Plan 3D, we are here to compare four top versions that has been launched earlier, starting with 2023, 2024, 2025 and 2026. So we are comparing here all the four different versions of AutoCAD Plan 3D toolset. So we can able to find the major updates and enhancements that are available, starting with the current version of AutoCAD Plan 3D 2023 version, that has improved the performance on opening the project setup window, and it has also improved the efficiency on checking out the project indeed details. The quick selection property option that has been enabled in PNID, that saves a lot of time that has been consumed earlier. And most importantly, there are also more annotations that are being involved for the isometric and orthographic single line piping. So these are the top enhanced features of 2023 version. Now comparing the 2024 version, there were more concern relevant for the project setup. So this version launched up with most of efficient enough features that are being involved for the project setup. A new option that has been trialed for annotating the values and which is more specified on the projects, collaborating the workflows that improve the performance stability when working on the larger projects. It also helped most of the multiple files and folders to be collaborative enough to work with multiple user interfaces, where every designers were more effective enough to work on a collaboration within the project. 2025 version, the PNID, which included the ability to control the control valve actuators. When a control valve actuator has a property, these properties are being editable and more time saving features. The spec editor that allows or add the reducer to reduce a T in a branch table. The enhancement automatically recognizes the reducing of the T, and it reduces the routine routing of the pipe of smaller size from the main pipe directly. You can also now control ortho objects, either inherit the layer names or inherit both the layer names and the property layer properties. So this was the awaiting feature inside 2025, where we can able to find the differentiation or segregation between the layers of between the layers and also with the property names. So it was very easy for us to segregate the pipelines or the 3D models based on the sizes or even the properties as well. And in addition to that, it is more effective enough that helps us to generate the orthographic, and this option was available inside the orthographic setting dialog box that enabled us to create the configuration and also set up the reports accordingly. 2026 version, this had more number of enhancements in terms of P&ID, in terms of 3D model, in terms of projects and orthographic view creation. And most importantly, the additional setup that has been created, setting up the value from the drop down list, pressure class and scheduled properties. So when we speak of scheduled properties, it has been created on a specific feature, that is spec editor, where we'll be able to redesign the spec editor that gave different type of skin tone, having a main interference added value and also with the editor dialog box. So P&ID is not just a traditional drafting method. Instead, P&ID came up with a brilliant idea of adding the data of converting the piece of paper into an intelligent manner. So inside AutoCAD Plant 3D 2026, the P&ID is a living document that actually dedicates exactly whatever data that have been converted into 3D model. It ensures 100% project alignment from the start to the finish. So let me just take you across the P&ID improvements that have been involved here, starting with the cleaning up the dialogue layout, which has been a more innovative method of laying out and making it easier in viewing and also editing the properties. The complex relationship that makes it more easier and make sure the user makes it very of, easy way of editing and more customizable way of cleaning the design layouts. Next, in terms of symbol icons, while using a small command that helps non-AutoCAD drawings, that is normal drafting P&ID drawings into a intelligent AutoCAD Plan 3D tool, intelligent AutoCAD P&ID drawing. It helps you to convert the displays symbol icons into next level of libraries. It also allows the designers to visually verify they are selecting the correct symbol, especially in a dense drawing similarly that has been arranged based on the geometries. Control valve, which is more important because there was a separate browser that stands out, an up-to-date browser value for the control valve. Now it also includes individual icons for every valve, body and actuator type. It provides a real-time preview on a combined value and actuator assembly before whenever it is going to be placed in. So we can find as an overall improvement, it is more effective enough for most of the designers who are repeatedly working on creating a smarter PNID. They might need these common features that has been not available in a normal drafting tool. So whenever you are utilizing PNID, make sure you are working with AutoCAD PNID, which is more innovative and initiative method to reduce your increase your way of styling and designing. Next is in terms of smart logics. The logics that have been spent here are based on the rules. You can set up multiple rules for the parent level properties, where these rules are automatically cascaded down to all the child classes, so drastically reducing the manual configuration step by step that is need to be performed on each project standards. Yeah, there is also an easy way to override it in terms of the specific class you might need to you might need to have a unique settings. You can override the inheritance mapping for just that class. You can also reset all the properties back to parent standard initially using the alt tab that helps you to toggle between different type of parent and also the child level. Fasting your standard of line list, a new set variable that was created using the command of plant line list used GSF. That means it enables a high performance shading mode when you're working within the PNID line list. This keeps the software more responsive even in a massive project with a thousands of lines or the line list that has been created. So now there's no more software. The software is more responsive, that it helps you to work on a multiple lines in a line numbers. Next, working with the shades of the line list for the first time ever. Now you can actually share and maintain different centrally utilized data for the server and also for the manufacturer list. So it is between the PNID and 3D model environment. Previously, in the other versions of AutoCAD Plant 3D itself, we can find these are being created twice. We have to create a one for PNID, and then we have to create one more for 3D model. But in this current version, it can be combined to a single form. Integration within the team, it is not just by utilizing the software, but by utilizing more out of it. The Excel integration that has been set to make sure you the feature of Microsoft Excel that allows you to quickly load the client specification and PNID configuration, and this helps you to integrate your Excel within your AutoCAD PNID work value. So this also has an added advantage where you can find more of the enhancement that is being sent on the current version. So 3D model integration, as we said earlier, PNID and 3D model is now getting integrated in much more faster and more stylish manner. So the faster mode of the default visual that has been set was on the shaded value, but the new graphic level performance that has been added in the current version, that has been provided smoother 3D navigation experience. So it is also applicable for larger scale model compared to the older 2D wireframe and hidden styles. So whenever we have worked on the older version of AutoCAD Plan 3, we can find there might be some lagging when we are working with a larger files, but in this current version you can find that has been completely eradicated, and that saves your lot of time on investing. Uh, we'll discuss about detail on how this is going to work on, starting with the feature of the complete piping, which is more efficient and more precise. So precision is more the word we can utilize here, because the as on when we find the utilization of AutoCAD 2026 introduces the extension of substitution or the element in a common routing that helps us to resolve our bottleneck issues. The feature that has been involved here is the substitution for rendering that reduces the system variable, and it also works on a more flexible option when swapping between the between reducing the fittings or reducing the need to delete and also redraw the complex segments. You can find these are the major advantage: the fixed length piping improvements that enhances the handling and the mechanical joints linked to the pipe. So this helps software now with a better managing and the maximum length, that and also the cutback logic for fitting. So it ensures the BOM accuracy for prefabricated spools. So what is so important with this prefabricated spools is that you can now utilize of this pipeline with the cutback feature that helps you to sort out multiple reusable or defining the certain length for the piping that is to be involved in. So this software is now better to manage the joints, we can say. Pipe supports when the 2026 version that has been involved here, that involves most of the features that we spend a lot of time in. We can find AutoCAD manages non-standard supports, typically uh, more of slow downing the project. So the project wide support spec that has been involved here represents the support catalogs and are now more of connected support files, workflows, and ensuring the custom built supports that are available for the entire team who can work instantly. In an addition to that, we can also find the improved workflow on the custom support integration using a common command, that is plant support convert. So this allows the designer to work faster, placing the vendor specification and hardware while maintaining the BOMs directly. And there is also one more advanced feature, that is parametric alignment. This highlights the safety, maintenance, efficiency, and the benefits in the current version of 2026. The facility is more easier, modifying the supports on height, offsetting the direction, and also the 3D models directly. So definitely this is more having to be more updated, and this saves a lot of our designers time that has been spent on the supports as well. When we speak of Plant 3D, the most important thing that we want to concentrate is the equipment modeling. So the equipment modeling is significantly more initiative and reduces the trial and error, the process that is being followed currently while placing that inside a model. Equipment, by helping you with the model preview, helps you on placing the component in the current location. The user that allows the high preview feature and equipment template that prevent placement errors and tight plant layouts and much more. The better port and the nozzle display that helps you to port the nozzle names and directions are now clear with the 3D workspace and ortho views. A new variable that has been available in the current version, as we always say, AutoCAD has improved with multiple new improved commands. One of the command which I love the most is the port ortho nozzle direction. This significantly improve how the nozzle orientation are to be displayed using the construction document. Next is the nozzle substitution. Similar to piping, this is more informing method that helps you to substitute the equipment nozzle more easy and throughout the uh, dedicated menu, allowing us to quickly change the pressure class and end type without recruiting or recreating the equipment in our designs. So on an overall, by utilizing AutoCAD Plant 3D, all definitely there are multiple enhancements, but we'll help you to understand that more in deeper this by using a small demo here. So this is a small video where we can find the utilization of 3D model, or creating a 3D model is not just the equipments inside Plant 3D, but also it includes your structural component, where you can customize your different types of structures that you are going to utilize inside your plant for your designs. So you can find different types of section views or eye channels that are available. Selecting the part line will help you to create them instantly. It is not just the structures, but also creating the equipment for your designs. So now creating an equipment is not a tedious task. You can find customizable part options that are available for the plant to be created. Different cut section, height, overall length, we can just mention. We can find our equipment is getting created instantly. In an addition to that, you can add nozzles to that. This type of adding nozzle is more effective enough that saves your time on positioning the nozzles wherever you want to create your nozzles for your plant on the equipment. Next, in terms of adding the component, you can just drag and drop the component from the tool palette, and that saves you most of your time. And you can just select the start and end point. AutoCAD Plan 3D takes care of the rest feature that helps you to auto route your pipeline. Spec Editor Plan 3D, as a spec editor is more efficient enough to undergo its more significant redesign in feature in the across years. It helps you to update on the focus on the specification and maintenance that has been introduced as a setup. So the current version of AutoCAD that is more effective enough, where most of the feedbacks that we have got across the globe has been concentrated, and this new spec editor redesign has been created in response of the years of the user feedbacks that has been received across the globe from the multiple users of different standards utilizing AutoCAD Plan 3D. So now into spec editor. When a spec editor is being utilized by a designer, it is a redesigned modern user interface, we can say. So this redesigned modern user interface is a helps you to work on the piping specification catalog, similarly allowing you to immediate comparison and editing it without switching the window. It also helps you to work on three core tabs such as spec, branch, table, and also the catalog. Wherever you have to modernize them or maintain the essential functionality, you will find the advantage of working to it. The scrollable drop down list that helps you to work on different features of the projects in a larger level, with the open spec and new spec feature that has been pinned at the bottom of the accessibility for the entire design feature. So if you are working with the redesigned spec editor, you can find these features are having new variable or new look that is more utilizable for the designers who are going to work in enhanced editing for the designers who are working to improve your efficiency. This spec editor is also an advantage, because right now we can just pin our part list to the entire editing mode immediately, and it supports the standard shortcuts. Normal shortcuts we used to have, like tab, enter, or control A, it actually helps us to work on simultaneous editing of multiple cells. You can also find the Excel integration, which has been a new enhancement in this current version. Now you can directly import your Excel, including your property headers, or import your modified spec sheets into back into your Plan 3D. Dynamic data entry, instead of manual typing, you can find more of pressure class, schedule valves, and the drop down list from the main user interface. This is more editable feature dialog box that saves a lot of time. Last but more powerful, catalog management or the part management, we can say. The multiple sizes for the catalog that allows the user of multiple sizes simultaneously via checkbox, and make sure it is easily isolatable spec components in a massive catalogs. There are multiple seamless part removable feature, where you can remove any spec in a shortcut option. You can delete that support allows you to faster cleanup of your entire catalog. When a part is being removed, you can find the selected items automatically jumps to the next level and maintain the workflow momentum for a designers who is working on a multiple project. The branch table synchronization was a added advantage in this current version. We can now fill the spec editor description directly within the branch table, and these changes automatically the synchronization or the spec tabs for your entire workflow for your designs. So whenever we are up to creating the entire specs, the spec editor is more advanced level in the current version. I'm sure you would love the most. Let me just take you to a short demo how we are going to showcase the user interface of AutoCAD Plan 3D spec editor.
Specific for P&ID drawing. There are n number of features where it has been included inside the tool palette. There are different classifications such as lines, equipments, valves, fittings, instruments, and non-engineering components. So we'll be able to segregate and select the components based on our usage. For example, we are selecting a pipe
pump specification, vertical inline pump, based on which you can directly add them inside the line components. So when we place the line component, you can see the component is being connected directly to the line item, and when you proceed for assigning the task or assigning the tag for the component, you'll be able to select the line number. In this example, we are just mentioning 003, and you have an option to place the assign for the tag inside or the equipment over the tag style, pump, info tag, or just the tag. So I'm just mentioning the equipment tag and assign the tag. It gets assigned to the component directly. So you can just place the tag over the equipment. And the most important and the interesting fact about Plant 3D is the data manager. So this is a data manager tab on the bottom, where you can find the list of components that are being used inside the P&ID designing. So the categorization is being created based on engineering and non-engineering items. In specific for engineering items, you can find all the list of line items that are being utilized. You'll be able to export them into Excel file format, or you can also directly import them from the Excel directly. So if you are aware, or if you wish to select or you wish to find where the component is placed inside the drawing, you have to just select the main header, that is the heat exchanger. There are two different heat exchangers that are being placed. You select onto that, it redirects to the specific tab. So by utilizing AutoCAD Plant 3D in specific for P&ID drawings, yes, for sure, we'll be saving lots of time using AutoCAD Plant 3D toolset. So this is a new user interface of Spec Editor 2026 version. We can find more enhancements that have been done from the feedbacks that we have, that Autodesk has got across the globe from the designers. So considering the first advantage, you'll be able to select what type of spec you want to work with from the drop down. Either you can directly go on to open spec or new spec that you can create. There are new tabs that have been created where the classifications are being segregated based on the spec, or you used to select based on the work based on the branch table, or you used to work on the catalogs. Yes, everything could be selected here from the basic itself. And if you feel like you wish to add some of the components, for example, in this particular bleeding ring of 150 lb, there are materials that a regular material you're going to work in, so you can directly mention what might be the material for that, and long description, material code. You'll be able to add n number of details, the component customized designation, everything could be added here. In addition to that, you'll also be able to add the port families, the port name, in terms of what is the metric that you're going to, units that you're going to follow, is that going to be metric or inches, and the facing that varies based on the model whichever you are going to create. So for example, here the part size specification, that is 1 inch cross 1 inch and cross 1 by 2 inch, that is the total size. And used to add customization to that, you'll be able to select the manage size option, where this particular window pops in, and you can find multiple customizations of the parts could be created. And most importantly, the port sizes, that defines what type of material you are selecting. Whenever you are selecting the variations in the pipes specs, you can find the spec size parameters, and the port size varies based on your part assemblies or the properties which you are just going to select. Apart from that, the catalog browser, which is more interesting right now, you'll be able to add n number of browsers here that are being categorized based on the family, or could also be categorized based on the sizes. You can filter them based on the size, long description, material, facing, or n type, whichever. Even manufacturer, if you do mention the manufacturing type, yes, that adds more additional advantage. You'll be able to size sort them based on the sizes or what type of parameters you wish to work on. All these are being done in the new user interface of AutoCAD spec editor Plan 3D 2026 version. So definitely there are more customization that helps the designers to improve their efficiencies.
That brings us to the end of an overview of AutoCAD Plant 3D toolset. We have seen how you can manage projects efficiently using Project Manager, create intelligent P&IDs with built-in data, and generate accurate piping isometrics straight from 3D models. With these capabilities, Plan 3D reduces the workflow and maintain data consistency and improve overall project coordination. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more Plan 3D tips and workflows. And I'll see you in the next session.